Welcome back to another episode of
Family Meeting.
My name is Matt Glass.
And I'm AJ Tenari.
And this is Family Meeting, the show where AJ and I right now are going to tell you the difference between indie and alternative music.
I think that's the wrong episode, Matt.
Oh, no, I figured we could just start off the episode by doing this.
Okay.
So alternative music, from what I gather, alternative music, that's just means like against the pop mainstream.
Yeah.
And then indie is like independent.
And then labels, yeah.
Yeah. They get interchanged a lot.
Mm-hmm. But there is a difference.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. Just like the quality of album art that we're going to be talking about today.
That's a very good segue.
I try.
Look at that, Matt. This is why you are Mr. Meeting.
I am Mr. Meeting.
Yeah. This is Matt's show that he knows and loves.
I love it, guys.
But yeah, we're talking about good and bad album art. I think this would be a pretty neat premiere topic because there's a lot of bad album artwork out there, Matt.
I am well aware.
Mm-hmm.
There's been album art in the past where like I just did not want to look at it for so long that
Yeah.
I literally was just like, I'm never listening to this album.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very interesting discussion with bad album art because kind of like book covers, album covers are what kind of draws you into kind of seeking out new music.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And there are certain choices when it comes to making album art that are just like kind of big no-nos that deter you from either seeking them out or from living in infamy.
Oh,
and
definitely.
becoming living legends in the music scene.
Possibly even limping legends if we're maybe going to get there today.
A little bit of foreshadowing. Oh, boy.
I kind of had a bit of a never judge an album by its cover situation earlier this year.
Okay.
Because there is this one album cover that I kept seeing on Metacritic over and over again in this year of albums of 2025.
Yes.
And the Eusexual one kept popping up, and for some reason, just like the off-putting nature of how they looked on the cover, I was like, I don't want to listen to this.
But lo and behold,
it's honestly one of the best things that came out this year.
Yeah, it's a very, very good album. I think that's just like FKA Twigs like aesthetic, just that kind of like a little bit uncanny style. Because I've seen some of their other like album covers.
Her music videos, like she does this thing, I think with generative AI, where she like uses it to like morph her body into all these like different positions and stuff.
Interesting.
It's freaky.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Is it a little C-wordy too?
A little C-wordy.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe by the end of the season, AJ and I will be able to start saying.
That's true. Yeah. Question of the week: can we say C-wordy on the podcast?
C-wordy. At first, I thought you said C-worthy, and I was about to be like, "Are we taking this to the sea?"
Oh, what's the fucking Tumblr like subsect that was like, C-punk, was that it? That was some aesthetic like that.
Just when I think that I was really chronically online, every once in a while,
something comes up. Someone
in our friend group just gives me something that I'm like, I've never seen this
cracks
before.
An egg of knowledge on your head.
But AJ and I actually, we both brought a slew of albums that we are considering talking about. How we're going to go about that, not entirely sure.
That's the beauty of family mating. We're figuring that along the way.
Yeah, for those of us who don't know, this is our very laid-back sort of format to the Family Album Podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed the past 3 episodes in our starting block of September.
Yeah.
After this, it's only going to get better from here. We got some really fun stuff planned for October.
Ooh, I can't wait for October. That's my month on this podcast.
There's a lot riding on this fall. I gotta be honest with you. This better be the best. This better be the most falling fall that's ever falled.
Or we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Exactly. An even bigger problem than the recent controversy with Trey Davies and Chuck Squirtlet.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Even saying their name, I feel the bile rising from my stomach.
It's just a heavy subject to think about. We're sorry, family heads, you had to experience that, but hopefully that's the last time it's brought up, or they even make their presence known on this podcast.
Exactly. I'm sorry to all of you guys that had to hear it, but I'm not sorry to you, Trey Davies, for elbowing you in the larynx at a Giant. You deserved it.
Yeah, I would 100% agree.
Step into my fucking grocery store.
After all the bullshit they were trying for their fans, nah, not worth it.
Yeah, screw you and your cryptocurrency.
Yeah, speaking of bad people, let's transition to bad album covers.
I cannot wait.
I think a cool way to start this topic is I've heard kind of like an opinion on albums and album covers, how they kind of relate, and I want to get your thought, and then we can kind of go from there. So a good album that has good album art, the good album art bolsters that album.
Yeah, okay.
A good album with bad album art, the opinion does not change. Even though the album art is bad, the quality of the album is still good enough to overcome that.
Yeah.
A bad album with good album art, the quality of the album cover cannot save the quality of the music.
Yeah.
And then bad album art does save a bad album a little bit. Gives it points because it's so bad that it's like some kind of charm, or it's funny in some kind of way.
I think that one, I can see instances where that could happen, but not always.
Yeah. Some of the album art is pretty terrible.
Like, if you're, let's say, like, Religiously by Bailey Zimmerman, for example.
That's a really good point.
I feel like that's an instance where it's like, it's not a good album, but then it's also the album art kind of blows.
Yeah, the album art's fucking awful. If you want to see it, check out our season 2 episode 35, I believe.
Fucking MS Paint tears.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
But I do agree with the majority of like that,
those takes,
that decree.
Yeah.
I definitely think like a good album with bad album art, especially like nothing.
Yeah,
really
like nothing.
happens.
Yeah, because the quality of the music is good enough, and I think the most famous example of that is "Pet Sounds" by the Beach Boys.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like I never considered that one an album with bad album art.
Yeah, neither did I. But like, apparently, a lot of people just have that opinion that it's just not a good album cover.
I mean, I guess when you do think about it, it doesn't really represent the album as a whole.
Yeah, besides like goats are animals and pets are also animals, I guess.
Yeah, like I guess I can kind of see that, but like
it's charming in a way, and I think it's like
definitely
so iconic and like in the zeitgeist that like it just, that opinion's just over my head.
I would honestly agree with that for sure. So there you go. That's one example.
There we go. But I think like what makes bad album art in terms of, and from like an objective standpoint, I think it has to do with like, does it fit the album is a good way to start, because Pet Sounds doesn't really do that, but the music kind of makes up for it. I think the artwork itself, like the style and like what it's trying to portray, definitely plays a big factor, because there's a lot of weird artwork out there that just is either uncanny, or it's just funny in an unintentional way, or it's just borderline fucking weird and bizarre.
Yeah.
Or illegal.
I've seen, like, in my small ventures getting ready for this episode, I have come across some of probably the most repulsive, questionable, just straight up baffling album art. Thanks to Reddit, because Reddit is a great source of information.
That they are.
Regardless of what information you're looking for.
Yeah. So I think a good example of terms of an album that fails in terms of what we've described, I think The Miracle by Queen.
I already have opinions on The Miracle by Queen.
Yeah.
Just as an album in general. Because that would count for like mid-leaning ass album with not good album art.
I think so.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that, because that album, like, unfortunately it does match it.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not a vibe. I don't really want like quadroclops of Queen.
No.
Like fucking just 4 eyes.
Exactly,
but it's like,
merging into one being.
God, it's one of those things where it's like Freddie really was in graphic design before he joined Queen. And sometimes we all forget that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was in like some kind of thing with that. Some kind of design thing. That's why all the Queen like logos and stuff. I'm pretty sure he like drew like the crest and shit.
That's pretty rad. I didn't know that.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did, or at least he had the creative direction.
Gotcha. Well, that's interesting. He went from that to The Miracle.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
You really do.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking weird album to look at.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Especially since like they don't really have the same face shapes.
No, so it doesn't really fit.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up, man.
I feel like that'd be a good idea.
It will also be on the thumbnail, so you could look at these album covers as we talk about them.
When it comes to The Miracle by Queen, I try not to look at it ever.
Yeah.
So
look at your own discretion.
I'm glad. I might need a little bit of a refresher, because I try to just avoid this album at all costs. If I'm being honest, it's like it's one of my least favorites besides Hot Space.
Yeah, Hot Space is not a good album.
Cool Cat is fine.
Under Pressure, of course, but that's the only one.
God.
Cool album cover.
I hate, like, it's like fatiguing and confusing for my eyes to look at, trying to like find where their hair starts. And
who is who.
I think Roger kind of got it the worst out of all of them. He's just like in this fucking like glob of the band right now. He doesn't even get his own like sentience. His face is made up of like 2 other faces. At least
100%.
Freddie, like you can see
that's
his
him.
face. Like
that's Freddie.
You see Brian, you see John. Like low key, Roger's looking a little uncanny valley.
Yeah, it's just like a nose and hair, essentially.
Yeah.
Because he's got Freddy's eye, and then is that John Deacon on the very left?
Yeah, that's John Deacon.
Yes, he doesn't have like any eyes in there.
It's weird. I don't like it. I also hate how like John's smiling, Freddy's kind of smiling, Brian is kind of smiling, and then for some reason Roger is just like
he's upset because he got the short straw, dude.
Yeah, nobody wants to be second in the left when you do a fucking face merger with your friends.
Guys, keep that in mind. That's the lesson to take away from this episode.
Yeah, me, Ben, Evan, and AJ are gonna fuse our faces, and it's gonna look real weird because
I call not being second.
I want to be on the end. It just, they don't even look happy in this photo either.
No, they look like a little stressed.
I mean, I would
or
be
a little forlorn.
I would be too if I was all of a sudden just
if I was merging with 3 other people.
Oh God, there's like an alternate version of the miracle.
Oh, I see it.
Somehow that is even worse.
Where they're all sharing one body. Why does it look like Terrence Fletcher?
Oh.
The black t-shirt and the muscles.
Oh my God. Roger, are you rushing or are you tracking?
They like look at each other and talk.
God, this is oh God, I hate how like they have like one giant like mono neck.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
That is a good point. But and like multiple Adam's apples too. Yeah.
And the worst part about it is Brian is taller, so like one shoulder is up higher than the other one.
Oh, that's like a nightmare, man.
Could you imagine like getting the LP for this and then like opening it up, seeing the like alternate album art and being like,
what the fuck?
What in the fuck is that?
Because all Queen fans are British.
More like belongs in the trash.
The Miracle. What's the opposite of a miracle?
What?
More like a disaster. The disaster.
More like, for some reason I want to go, more like it's spherical. Oh man, nothing is as cool as the game Sphere, especially not this album art.
Definitely not.
I think this very much fits within that realm, that one like Punnett Square bottom sector of bad and bad.
Yeah, bad and bad. It does not save it. If anything, you're right, it does make it worse. Yeah.
Do you think there's any, would you just say like the title track, The Miracle, just matches up with the album art?
I think I think it would. So they do surprisingly fit together very well, but in like the worst possible way.
Yeah, like I know I Want It All. I think in that music video, they do kind of like the Michael Jackson like black and white thing, where like they kind of swap like mid-video, like they morph into one another. I might be completely pulling out of my ass there, but like
in the corrections in the description,
we will see. That definitely happens in one of the music videos. I don't remember which. So
they were really leaning onto this fusion amalgamation concept, at least for a little bit.
What level Super Saiyan do they become? When...
Ooh. That's a great question.
There's 4 of them, so that means we could do Dragon Ball GT like 4.
Saiyan 4.
Ew, do they have a tail?
That'd be crazy. In like the alternate album cover, see one like poking up behind Brian's elongated shoulder.
God, and then the worst part is like it's Brian May's tail, so it's like all curly.
Yeah. Ew, God, like a pig.
Oh, God. Well, we're getting a little off track, but this album art, it's bad.
Yeah.
Certified bad.
I think an album where the album cover does kind of bolster a bad album is Angelic to the Core by Corey Feldman. Because I feel like that album cover is just too memorable, too crazy to you just are kind of in awe when looking at it.
Now,
it fits the album perfectly, but it makes it just a little more like tolerable.
Have you listened to it?
Not in full.
Okay. I have never listened to this album, and I only got exposure to like this album and what it looks like through the Bad Album Bowl when I was like setting it up. So I haven't like given this a good hard look, mostly because I didn't really want to. God, this is crazy.
Dude, I love it. The fucking, the clip art banner at the very top, like the Photoshop stock photo, like the lava that the angels in lingerie are pulling him out of.
God, it's like, what are they pulling him out of? I mean, I don't know the themes of this album.
I'm gonna assume it's hell.
I mean, yeah, but like, what is his hell? Just being like on Earth, pretty much.
If I remember correctly, I think the album talks about like his time as like a child star.
Okay.
Maybe, which is possible. Maybe just his time in like the spotlight of Hollywood and how he kind of like fell from grace. But musically, it's very bad and kind of hard to get that point across.
I have heard. I'm so happy I went my whole life without listening to it. I mean, we'll see what happens by the end of the season.
Good point.
We could end up... I mean, I had my foot in my mouth with the whole Nostalgia Critic The Wall thing. So being like, I never really watched the Nostalgia Critic. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know...
Just constant Nostalgia Critic.
I don't know. I don't know if it can get worse than that.
We'll see this season. Because Corey Feldman's back in the draft.
That's true. That is very true. I keep trying to find like alternate versions of the album art as I'm looking at it right now that are like not pixelated or grainy.
Yeah.
But I somehow found one that's like even more so. It's just like the bit rate somehow makes it worse.
Oh, dude, look at this one.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Amazon.com.
Do you think like, so was this ever an LP?
Like a vinyl?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great question.
What in God's name would have like been inside if he opened it up?
It was definitely a CD. I don't know if it was a vinyl though, because dude, there could be anything.
I'd be
inside.
terrified. I'd be literally terrified to know what is in this man's head.
I think I also really love the font choice. It is very family album coded. The gold and the cursive.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even fucking notice that. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, the flames around him, it looks like almost 8-bit.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Oh my... I don't know if sick is the word that I would personally use.
I really love this album cover, like, in a way where I'm not supposed to. Like, of course.
Like, kind of ironically.
Oh, ironically,
yeah.
just because, like, the way it's constructed is just, like, baffling, but I just can't stop looking at it. Like, I see the vision, but everything that he put on the page is just so poorly executed that I just can't help but love it.
It's kind of wild because, like, the floor, like, backdrop that he uses for Hell, it's very, like, Spy Kids 3D coded.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Like, like, it really strikes that sort of itch. The fire and the smoke around it looks insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's so, like, it doesn't match at all.
Yeah, and the blue sky over top of it all. I guess it's supposed to show the dichotomy of, like, heaven and hell, but it doesn't really get that point across too much.
No, I mean, it's hard for me to say whether or not, like, the bad album art making this album good is, like, legitimate. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would have to listen to the album.
I wouldn't say makes it good, makes it better.
Okay.
As an experience, yeah.
As an experience, like, if you were kind of look at it ironically and comedically. Yeah. I've never listened to the album, so, like, or anything from it, rather. Mm-hmm. So I like, almost refuse to find out. But,
we may be finding out in March.
Oh, God. Lord help us all. God, there is also something very, like, Skrillex-esque about his look in this photo, too.
Yeah, I definitely see that. The long hair and just, like, the black, like... I don't even know what he's wearing, like a jumpsuit.
I don't know. He's wearing like an all black, like skin tight jumpsuit of some kind with like a gray belt.
Yeah, a little sash.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Man,
they had to pose for this.
They did.
You ever think about that? Like, I always say, like, oh, there was a boardroom meeting for this. There was a boardroom meeting for that. Why is Suicide Silence? Why did it happen? Mm-hmm. But like, with this one in particular, he had to legit be like, okay, so you're gonna lift me out of this green screen, like. And that is how forever those other two people in that photo will be memorialized for the rest of their life.
They will be the angels in Angelic to the Core.
How great would it be if, like, the album ended up becoming a cult classic, like, fucking...
Honestly, yeah. I mean, in a way, it kind of is.
Yeah. But, like, people have, like, an American football situation.
I see, as
but,
opposed...
like, with the album.
Gotcha.
Oh, man. That'd be crazy.
That would be a miracle.
Well, AJ, this album art hurts my eyes.
That it does.
I think we should move on to the other parts of our argument here.
Ah, yes. That good album art does not save a bad album.
Yeah. I might have a contender if you really want one.
Yeah?
So, do you know a band, or I should really say, like, a super group by the name of Chumbawamba?
I do know Chumbawamba.
Do you know of their album cover,
Tub Thumping?
Tub Thumper?
Oh, of course I do.
I will be very honest with you. People have been telling me for a very long time, recently, kind of for a long time, but also recently, that I should give them a listen. I gotta be honest, I think the album's a little boring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people really remember Tub Thumping for Tub Thumper, like the hit song.
Yeah.
I don't really know like too much about Chumbawamba besides like some Always Sunny bits and Todd in the Shadows video about them.
I think I watched the Mike the Snare video about them.
Gotcha. Oh, did he do a Deep Discog dive on them?
I'm more than positive, yeah.
Gotcha. I don't remember that.
Because it became a whole thing with them that like they were all like, we're against the government. That's my impression of all of Chumba and Wumba. They're like, oh, we're against the government. We're not gonna sell out, and then they pretty much just did.
Yeah, then they made Tub Thumping.
They made Tub Thumping, and I hate this album cover a lot. It's
strange to look at. It's uncomfortable, I should say.
Definitely, just the full size mouth on that baby with the black eyes.
Yeah,
like all that shit. One of them has like an alternate like cover where it's like the Green Album by Weezer.
Yep.
Like shade of green, and I hate that especially.
I feel like it's also not very reflective of the album, but more so the band, because like they were always like punk and like ska.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like them being like a little uncomfortable to the mainstream. It's kind of like their bit, but then you have like the big hit song inside the album itself.
Yeah.
So in a way, there's a little bit of dissonance there.
Yeah, definitely. Remember like Aoni?
Oh my god, yeah. I can see that. Yep. The purple monster.
Oh god. Who's to say that like that version of Aoni from like the specific video game that trended like derived from this maybe?
They were inspired by Chumbawamba.
They really could have been.
That's my headcanon.
That's
and you can't convince me otherwise.
Maybe it's not a good example in terms of like
bad album, good art.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just kind of my personal taste with like that album.
Yeah.
I just didn't really find it very interesting.
I think an example of that could possibly be Music of the Spheres by Coldplay.
Oh, interesting.
Bad album with some good artwork. I feel like in terms of the aesthetics and like what the whole album was going for, the album cover definitely kind of like knocked it out of the park. But for what the music is, just a very boring, bloated, lackluster, emoji-filled mess.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, family heads, I am somewhat a Coldplay defender. I am part of a niche hovel of individuals who do not mind them as much as other music listeners.
That's me.
That is, in fact, AJ. And I can talk about this because I was gifted this vinyl.
Oh, shit. By who?
By a family member.
I see.
Who was like, oh, did you hear the new Coldplay record? I don't know why he... Yeah, fucking Davy Jones from the Monkees is apparently my cousin. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm hot shit.
This album is so wild because I've talked about how it sort of failed in its overall execution and concept and stuff on this podcast before. There's like a whole thing of lore with this album. Like there's like secret messages to decode.
Yeah.
There's like all these languages. And Chris Martin was like, oh, you know, if you wanna decode it real quick, it's fine.
Please, oh please.
You don't really have to do it, but it's okay.
Be fucking poggers if you could.
I did it because I'm quirky. You know, I'm like 50 years old, but I named my son Apple, and he's really cool.
Is that true?
I'm Moses.
Apple Martin.
There is a Moses Martin. I'm pretty sure one of his kids is like, it's something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
They're one of the celebrities infamous for naming their kid a weird thing.
Gotcha. Not a good list.
No. The thing about this though is like, because you know, I of course flipped through it because it came with like a little booklet and stuff. Like all these planets have names and stuff like that, and each song is supposed to be like visiting the planets when you like listen through.
Yeah.
That's why they're all supposed to have such like a different vibe. Like beautiful, AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so beautiful. That's the green one.
Oh shit.
I think. You know.
I'll take your word for it.
It's so cool, right?
So poggers
it's so
and epic.
Cool.
It's great.
I love it. Oh man. I had recently said like about another album. This is what Music of the Spheres in Coldplay's brain was supposed to be.
I don't remember that. It was towards the end of season 3. I remember.
It was like it wasn't. We didn't review Dark Side, so it wouldn't be Dark Side.
Was it? I don't think it was The Wall either.
No, definitely was not The Wall. Though I feel like Comfortably Numb, low key, is just what they were trying to go for with this whole album. The ending is cool, I guess. The bisexual galaxy at the top.
Of course. Gotta love some representation.
Yeah, we gotta love. That's where all the bisexuals canonically live. Actually.
That's right. I'm Planet Bisexual.
From bisexual Transylvania. Oh my gosh.
I think another bad album with good album art, Pacific Daydream by Weezer.
Interesting.
I do not care for that album. I think it's, especially coming off of the White Album, huge disappointment just because they went a completely different direction that I just personally didn't really like. But the album cover's really cool. For those who don't know, it's basically a girl's on a swing, but the swing is in outer space overlooking the Earth, and it looks really, really cool.
Doesn't this just make you want a Mexican Fender?
No. What about this says Mexican Fender, Matt? Or Summer, for that matter.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. You go into space, and maybe you're on the swing. Don't ask where the swing is coming from.
Weezer doesn't know.
Weezer doesn't fucking know.
Yeah.
They wrote, "Do you want to get high" in the last album? That's probably why they made this.
Exactly.
But like, isn't this like a QB blitz of an album cover?
Matt, when you put it like that, how could I say otherwise?
No, I would agree with you though. Like, there are like some kind of like synthy moments on the album that you can like that I can recall off the top of my head. It's supposed to sound like dreamy. One might
Specifically.
say. Specific, yeah. Specific Daydream. So I can kind of see it, like, in terms of that, just sounding a little, like, far out.
Yeah.
But it does not lean enough in that angle to make me, like, think, oh, this is going to be an out-of-this-world album, like, whoa, I'm swinging on top of the world.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, that would kind of be more of a better fit for King of the World off of the White album.
Yeah, man.
So, because I consider Pacific Daydream to be like the outtakes that were too pop for the White album.
That's a fair point.
So,
La Mancha Screwjob.
I don't think I've listened to it all the way through. I've definitely listened to like bits and pieces of it, and then I had some on my playlist because I was like, oh, this is pleasant.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like,
I don't listen to these.
I'm good, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've only listened to it once, but I really did not like it. It's very, I think it's like third from the bottom in my ranking.
AJ phrased it very eloquently in like the first few years of me knowing him. He said, Pop Weezer is poop Weezer. And I live by that because he's right. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm more partial to Make Believe, I feel like, than you are.
I would agree.
But, and also I know Make Believe is like not really in the running of your favorites either.
No.
But like, I would agree with the pop half of that album. It does kind of suck.
Yeah.
But I hate Beverly Hills just on principle.
That's fair. And I have said Beverly Hills is a guilty pleasure of mine, but the pop stuff on the everything else on that album that isn't like We're All on Drugs or Perfect Situation, I don't really care for.
That's very fair. I do
Haunt You Every Day is a good one.
I do like Hold Me. It's a kind of a nothing song, but like I can have some appreciation and appeal.
Yeah.
But in regards to Pacific Daydream, though, yeah, I would totally agree. That album art is like way too badass for an album like with Mexican Fender and La Mancha Screwjob.
Yeah, of that quality.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of this one game that I'm playing right now. It's called Expedition 33.
Okay.
It like kind of has like a similar art style to that.
Gotcha.
And it's just like, why did graphic design teams waste their time for an album like this?
Of this quality.
Oh, man.
But I'm glad you agree. And I feel like those are pretty solid examples of bad albums with good album covers. Should we circle back to some of the worst album covers that we've seen? Because I feel like we kind of made our point a little bit.
Is it time to dive into one of the most infamous album covers of all time?
I think it is, Matt.
Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Matt, I think this is an example of a bad album art not saving a bad album. This cover's fucking ugly.
This is another one where it's like whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, and I just like try to like, avoid it at all costs.
It's gross. It's so unappealing to look at.
I've never listened to this album because I avoid Limp Bizkit on principle.
Just you wait till the season, Matt.
What does that mean?
We'll find out.
Oh God, don't do this to me. It's also like, it's terrible to look at. They look like outtakes to like a Gorillaz music video.
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it.
But I don't want to like, I never thought to myself like, God, I really want to see Murdoch naked.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, I did get to see that because in the uncensored version of Saturn's Bars, he is full cock and balls.
Yep.
It's great.
He just loves the bath, dude.
Ooh, the bath.
These guys are in a bath of their own, a bath full of hot dogs.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Like, their feet are like so grody. Like, one of them is like gripping a hot dog.
Yeah.
No, that's his hand. Oh God.
Both of them are holding starfish.
Yes, and
Chocolate starfish,
which is of course a euphemism.
Yeah, they have puckered holes as the center. So, you know, draw your conclusions there.
One of them also is like slightly standing up, and a hot dog is promiscuously covering his
wiener,
his schlong. Yeah. There are many things about this album cover that I hate. Yep. I also hate how like there's an eerie quality to it, where like, where the fuck are they?
Yeah, they're in like an abyss. There's like fog, not even good fog. It's like an MS Paint tool behind them.
I'm not gonna lie to you. On a scale of like 1 to 10, this is like the worst fog I've ever seen in my life.
Pretty mid fog, not gonna lie. I also don't like how close the starfish is to the camera.
Yeah,
that's very unsettling.
I do not dig that at all.
Also, just how they look.
They're not pleasant to look at.
It's just gross all around.
Some of them have like chest hair, and some of them don't.
They're big fucking bellies. They're no pupilled eyes. They're like Schmeagol-esque in a way.
Some of their heads are just like really like pointy.
Yeah, and misshapen.
It's God. You know, this is like a really weird thing that I'm gonna bring up because this is very niche. I feel like, but what's the one fucking level in Mario Kart where it's like the Boo like track, but it's just like wooden planks and you just drive in circles?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I feel like when you fall off of that, this is like where you
you go to the chocolate flavored abyss,
and they're all down there.
Yeah,
and you have to deal with it.
That's your penance for not driving well.
Lakitu is not gonna rescue you, and they're just gonna look at you like this and be like, I want this starfish.
He picks you up and goes, chocolate starfish!
I've never listened to this album, and honestly, upon me looking at it, I do not want to.
I've only heard like the Fred Durst sample from like the title track, and that's really about it. Also to mention, the font that they chose is also really bad.
Yeah.
Like this is a preset in Word. If I had a list in front of me, I could identify it. But they also have like a gray and white gradient going on too, little 3D effect. It's kind of like Baby's first graphic design.
It's like with this album, I feel like I don't need to listen to the album to know what I'm getting into.
Oh yeah, it says it all from the get-go.
Not even what I'm getting into. I don't need to listen to this album to know that I'm going to hate this.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
God, they baffle me. Especially when you like remember they're technically a nu metal artist.
Yeah.
So it's like, how in the fuck did people be like, yeah, this is what we're looking for?
I think that this album probably has defenders out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know if they defend the album cover, but they definitely defend the album.
The Japanese outtake of this album cover is really funny. Thank God the writing on the side is covering the one's face.
Exactly.
But somehow just seeing the hand and the fingers holding up the starfish makes this even worse.
It's very eerie.
God, like someone had to push this in a boardroom.
Yep.
I will never understand that.
I mean, Limp Bizkit was like very, very popular from the rip, so they could pretty much do whatever they wanted after their debut album. And sometimes that creative freedom can lead to a lot of bad decisions, like our next album cover, Mosquito by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Is this one that you're familiar with, Matt?
This is one when I was searching on Reddit, I did see this one pop up.
Yeah.
But I have not seen it. Oh Christ.
Yeah, this one's fucking gross.
Oh my God. What? Okay. There's a lot of things happening here. First of all, did they legit like look at the Nevermind album art cover and went, yeah, we can do this too?
There was some kind of concept for this album. I don't remember exactly. Like, I enjoy the Yeah. I have not listened to this album, and I'm not like too familiar with their lore. But the Mosquito is supposed to be female, and the baby is supposed to be male, and it's like, I think, some kind of commentary on gender. But the way that it looks is too distracting to really get that message across. Also, why is there baby food in there?
Why is the baby naked?
Why is the baby naked and pink?
The color scheme is really
it's
loud.
ugly.
It is really loud. And maybe that's their vibe, you know? Maybe that's the yeah's vibe. Sometimes a loud color scheme and aesthetic can be good for a band.
I don't know if it was their debut album, but the one with Off With Your Heads, that's like, the background is white.
Oh.
Yeah.
God. I also love how the baby food has YYYS, like for the
Oh yeah, you know what? That's kind of cute.
I mean,
bonus points for cleverness, but very minimal because it cannot save this album cover.
Oh God, it's like all of my childhood nightmares just in one album cover.
Yeah.
The way the mosquito's like holding onto the baby's foot
Yeah.
like that. And he's like clearly crying, but with the baby food all over his face.
The way that the expression, it looks like early kind of like Pixar animation, like Toy Story-esque.
I can kind of see that. God, Sid just has this album cover in his bedroom in that one part.
Oh, he would fuck with this heavy. That's right up his alley.
Oh, God. Sid, he scared me as a kid. Oh, my God.
For good reason. He was a sociopath.
I remember, like, when that scene when they're in his room, I'd have to, like, cover my eyes. Like,
yeah.
It was, I guess that's, a fucking, we were talking about this last season.
Mm-hmm.
Just unrealistic, not unjustified. Like, childhood fears. That can't
childhood
be
traumas. That's
yeah.
right.
That could definitely be one of them.
Yeah, if you saw this as like an 8-year-old, I mean,
I would
that
implode,
would terrify
man.
me.
Oh my gosh.
If mosquitoes were that big, I would think that.
Why
they could carry a baby.
Why the fuck does he have like Guy Fieri's hair? It's like
it's standing up because he's so shocked from the mosquito.
Do babies even have hair at this age?
I don't know. I don't know how old this baby's supposed to be canonically.
The hair choices on this album cover are also just generally not great. Did we have to make the mosquito hairy?
Mosquito is very hairy.
Did we need that? And do we need to be able to see its fucking like womb?
Its blood sac.
Like what? That's what it is?
I think that it's supposed to show it sucking its blood. I think.
Oh God, that's
yeah.
Everything about this is just offensive to my eyes.
It's yucky. I don't quite care for it.
Does this have like an LP style where it like opens up?
Yeah, this had to have a vinyl release.
Oh God,
I'm not sure what was inside though.
I don't think I want to know. Quite frankly, this will hold me right here.
Yep, good enough.
Jesus.
I think the last one I want to end on before we kind of wrap up our final thoughts.
Gotcha.
Because this one's fucking absurd. Is Baby Goat by Kevo Mooney or Kevo Money.
This is another one on Reddit where I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't look at it, but now I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Oh my God.
This one's fucking crazy.
Like, okay, the other one overtly like freaked me out, but the more I'm looking at this one, this is like, what is happening here? So he's like, okay, no, he's not coming.
No.
He is, the rapper in question is a baby, but he's being pushed out of a goat's womb.
It's also a grown man, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yeah.
He's being born from a goat.
Because he's the goat.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby goat.
It's Baby Goat abbreviated.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't enjoy seeing like hooves in things.
Okay.
I don't enjoy it.
I see.
I rewatched Percy Jackson recently, and the part when Grover like becomes like he's like, oh, he's the satyr, and he's like revealing to Percy that he's not human.
Yeah.
Spoilers for those who don't know. Yeah, Grover is a satyr, guys. He like has hooves, and I hate looking at them. And the
You
whole
hate
time,
Hoofed Grover.
all my homies fucking hate Hoofed Grover. Almost as much as we hate Trey Devies, but God, this is stressing me out.
Yeah, it's very busy. The concept is extremely clear, almost to a fault. Actually, no, to a fault.
Yeah.
No, almost.
Oh yeah, no. Like you kind of understand what's happening immediately, and
Yeah.
you don't like it.
So this is where they run with the concept of the album, and like on paper it should work, but it just really doesn't. Because, get it, Baby Goat, and then it's him being born from the womb of a goat.
Oh, God.
It's just... It cracks me up. It's just funny just how absurd it is. Also, like, the dad goat behind the mom goat.
He has grills in his mouth!
Like, it's funny. It's awful, but it's fucking funny. I'll give him that.
Oh, there's something so upsetting about the one goat that's, like, giving birth to the baby
it's, like,
goat.
Screaming.
He's screaming, and, like, it has, like, no teeth. It's just all gums.
Yep.
There's something, like, real upsetting about that. I feel like this like, violates PETA. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I should report this.
They should be offended.
I don't know how the actual album is. I don't think I've never listened to this.
Yeah, neither have I.
I fucking hope I never listen to this.
I just saw the back cover. It's really fucking funny.
It's Oh my god. Oh wait, I just found it too.
That's really good.
Okay, that kind of the hoop earring is a little. That's kind of funny.
That's funny.
Too bad everything about it on the front just stresses me out.
Yeah, it's weird. Like very, very, very on the nose, but very memorable.
So this had to come out like at the earliest late 2010s, probably.
Did this come out 2017? Let me double check.
I was gonna say because like the GOAT
2019.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Well, at least we know that this album's success or unsuccess is only because of the of quarantine alone. Nothing else played a factor in people seeking out this album.
No.
Nothing at all.
The album cover, it spoke for itself.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. It really does. But hey, he's the GOAT.
Exactly. The baby goat.
Wow. I love how like progressively worse all these albums got.
Yeah.
Like as we were going from like, I was about to say from left to right. Nobody can see anything here.
That's true. I mean, there's stuff on the thumbnail, so you could follow along at home.
That's true. For visual aids.
Exactly. If you want to.
These albums.
Woof.
Some of them might be good sonically.
Yeah.
Visually, though, it didn't make me want to listen to them. I could say that.
So, in conclusion, Matt, what do you think makes a bad album cover?
I would say, like, because I'm pretty serious about this for a lot of like the albums we listen to.
Yeah.
I like to really see if like the album art like matches the cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had like an example where I felt that it never represented the album cover.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because typically, like as I'm listening, I get into the vibe and I'm like Frank Reynolds, like I get it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Tears streaming down my face, bloody nose. But I don't know. I guess like one in an instance where it didn't represent the album well.
Yeah.
That would be like number one. Like, if I was kind of like confused.
Even if it is good artwork.
Even if it is, yeah. I guess also like. Just generally without listening to an album, what goes into like an album cover art being bad, I would probably say like if it just directly like doesn't make me want to listen to it.
Yeah, if it's not aesthetically pleasing.
Like Eusexual is one thing because it really ties in with the theme of that album, but like Chocolate Starfish
different breed.
There is nothing about that album cover that is just like, let me take a dive into that hot dog water. Like, I'm good. I'm also never going to fall off that track in Mario Kart ever again.
Yep. Just for fear of what lies below.
Yeah, no. That's probably the two main things I would say, though. Like, if it just doesn't represent the album as a whole well, like from how it sounds.
Yeah.
But then also just if it's so overtly like upsetting or uncanny or like even just some cases like scary. Like I sometimes I just will not want to look at it. And if I really don't want to look at it, that's kind of where I'm at.
I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah. Unless it's like an intentional thing, because I know a lot of metal albums have like scary album art.
Yeah.
Or at least they try to like have it be like freaky. But like
the Disturbed toe.
Yeah. Like that's one thing. But if it's just like offensive to my eyes for like no reason and it's not tying into the theme, go fuck yourself, low-key.
I think that those are all very astute opinions. I would definitely agree with them too. I think like the big thing is if the album cover does not match what the album is going for, then there's definitely just like a dissonance that just really lowers the opinion of the album overall.
Oh, definitely.
I think art style also has definitely a big role to play.
Ooh, yeah.
And the concepts as well. I don't remember what the album cover is, and I didn't bring it on to talk about, but there is an album where it's like these two rappers standing in front of the Twin Towers during 9/11.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, which is fucking wild.
I'm glad that we're mentioning this in the September block.
Oh, that's right.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's only right.
Jesus. But that's crazy.
Yeah, that one's nuts. I forget if it was released before or after. I'll put that in the description, but I just remember just seeing that being like, wow.
That is a choice.
Yeah. So conceptual themes, I think, definitely play a factor into what makes an album good or bad, or album art good or bad.
I feel like, especially for like a published, like properly published and licensed album,
yeah,
there's like no good time, or that will be not too soon, I feel like, to do something like that. Maybe with like the exception, I mean, because News at 11 didn't really do that. They just kind of did it in every other way that I missed. But but hey, we live, we learn.
Exactly. Get ready for season 4 when we bring it back on to talk about for real.
I think your points definitely ring true, without a doubt.
Listeners, comment down your favorite bad album art that you think is terrible, good albums with bad album art, bad albums with good album art, bad albums with bad album art, and good albums with good album art. Some of your favorites.
Album art that you can't even look at because it scares you.
It's repulsive.
We'll look at it.
Exactly.
Hey, as Tom said on one of the episodes, if you comment anything, we are like bound to probably reply to it.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of replying, please make sure to drop by on our Instagram at Family Album Pod.
Yes, we got some actually new stuff for the Family Album. A little bit of Instagram content that's interactive. We have tier lists on the website Tier Maker that you guys can use.
Yes, if we have not announced this already, we have your own custom family album tier list, where you can go through the albums that we've listened to every season, and if you so please, rank them yourself.
Yeah, see how our opinions differ, post your own, reply to ours. Ours are also on the Instagram, so you can kind of compare and contrast. Let us know how wrong or right we are.
Tom's albums are also on there.
That's true. So we have them split up by each season and Tom Hates albums. So yeah, go forth, interact. And,
at Family Album Pod.
Yeah. Link in bio.
Well, AJ, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
That's okay. I keep just jumping in. This is your show. Go for it.
This is our show. But AJ, I'm perturbed and hungry.
That's a good point, Matt. We definitely worked up an appetite.
Dude, I don't know about you. I could go for a fucking chocolate starfish right now.
And maybe a side of hot dogs.
Wait a minute.
Say that again.
But family heads, hopefully you enjoyed this season premiere of
Family Meeting.
As always, my name is Matt Glass.
And I'm AJ Tenari.
And we will see you next week with a regular episode. Peace.